Hello, everyone. Hello, Rabia. Today, what we're discussing, as you know, we are continuing with AZ-104 networking section. And in today's topic, what we'll do, we will talk about NSG on Windows virtual machines. Okay, let's create two machines uh, in Windows. So remember in our last exercise, we worked on Linux machine. And today, what we'll do, we work on Windows machine. So let's create first machine, Windows. You guys probably have seen. Actually, I want to show you what we'll do in first machine. We create a new resource group.
App network.
Yeah, app, not network, app RG.
Okay.
Claims already existed. So is it there already? Have a look. Maybe we created yesterday. No,
Yes.
no. Resource group.
Here.
We have got this already. Is anything in there? You did create it, so just delete this first. Yep, I've deleted all the existing resources and resource groups. So let's start again. So we just go to create virtual machine and we create a new resource group. We call it app RG. Click OK. And the machine name is
Web VM
VM
Windows
Windows
-01.
01 Web VM. Yeah.
Yes.
Zero. Okay, no availability zone. We're just testing it, so there's no requirement for it. So if we scroll down, so this is fine. This is fine. Standard B2. We call it username, Azure user, and we our password disk. Just choose the cheap one in case if we forgot to switch it off. Okay, just leave it as default. Networking, we create a new network or we just call it
App network.
yeah, call it app network. And okay, so you the first one will be default. Yeah, and this is no thanks. And we need a public IPS. We do and we do not want any network security group because we're going to be creating a separate security group and we'll assign to that. Yeah.
Yes.
Management, monitoring. Just don't worry about this. Make advanced tags, create, gets the validation and create. Yeah.
Yes.
So while this is creating, what we can do, we just duplicate this and go back to create our second machine. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, all right, let's create our second machine, virtual machines. So this is nearly just creating virtual machine. Be ready with the name and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So we use AppRG, so that's done. And what is it?
App VM,
FVM,
Windows, happen zero
mm,
one.
01, yeah. No availability zone, and use Windows. V2 is fine, and use same Azure user EASS 0RD 123 estimation. Three estimation fine. Right, and in this one, we yes, no inbound ports. Actually, does RDP. Yes, we need to RDP, but we will not. Can you did you see anything about uh storage machine? There's no NSG yet, so disk on. We use standard local name, no thanks, and networking. So we do not want any public IP address with this one, yeah?
Okay.
And the- so, and also we do not want any security groups. We're gonna be creating a security group. So I'll just check this when I delete it, and load balancer, mix management, monitoring. We don't want diagnostics for the time being. So tags, review, and create. Yeah. So let's come back when this is created. Yeah.
We create virtual machine.
Right. So what mistake we have done instead of uh, so instead of like using default, we need to create a different subnet for our FVM. So if I go to manage and what is it called? Manage subnet, and we create another subnet, and we call this app subnet.
Yes.
App
App subnet
subnet.
01.
App subnet 01. Good. App subnet 01. Let it take it. So the next we'll get the IP address like 10.0.1.4. So adding subnet, right? So we choose this subnet, save. Okay, so we go to the machine, and this time we use app subnet 01. Yeah.
Yes.
And network security group, we don't need any, and we do not need also no public IP, right? Monitoring, disable, create, and create. Let's come back when it's done. Right now, our both machines are created at Windows 01, Windows, and our web VM. So if we go to our, just open a new tab also and check for NSG. So if you go to home and network security groups, so see, we do not have any network security group because we did not create for both machines. Remember, we unchecked it. Hello?
Yes.
Remember, we unchecked it and we just said we do not want. The reason is that we need to, instead of assigning individual to each machines, we will create a network security group. Yeah.
Yep.
So we take same app RG and we call it app subnet
Yes.
and just create. Finishing pass is create. Yeah. Now, while this is creating, what we'll do, let's remote desktop into this machine. What happened? Yes. So this is the IP address. And I used to have a tool. Yes, this one, I remember. Okay, so this is my, because I'm using Mac, so I use this tool, Microsoft Remote Desktop. If you're Windows, you can use a normal RDP, MSTSC Remote Desktop tool. So if I add PC here and call it Web VM Windows 01 and Astra required, we can use this one. And
-1.
actually, we should put a IP address here, yeah?
Okay.
And try to add, and let's connect. Why is it connecting? Any idea, Rabia?
Um, we made it on Windows
Oh, so why we not able to connect? So
because the network security group.
that's right. So because we are trying to access this from our computer, from our laptop, my IP address on what is the port number for RDP? We're trying to RDP on this machine. What is RDP port?
Oh,
3389?
yes,
Yeah.
3389.
So we need to, because we have got RDP already enabled on this one, but we have to go through or via internet to access that. We need port 80 between our machine and to this VM machine so we can access that. Remember?
Yes.
So let's go to, oops, where are we? We're already done. Right. So as you can see, this is a web machine, networking, network settings. And if you scroll down, you see why? Why we don't see over here, inbound rule, outbound rules, default. What's the problem?
Because we unchecked. We did none
That's
on.
it, that's it. But because we want to use a network security group instead of individually assigning IP address to machine. So this is we created here. If you go to resource, so this is we created. See, by default, we got all that.
Yes.
Yes, so what we'll do now, we create a rule and then we will associate this app subnet to webbeam.
Happy.
So let's create a rule. Settings, inbound rule, add inbound rule, any from my IP address. This will pick up my IP address. Destination is, so what is the destination of this 10.0.4?
Web VM 10.0.0.4.
Yeah. AZ-104, custom, and you need a
HT.
RDP
Okay.
and allow, and we give this rule like 100 is fine. Add. Yes. Now, what we have to do, so if we go back to our network interfaces, associate. So which network card will associate?
Absolutely.
Network card. So from which machine? We
RPM. WebVM.
where we yeah. So we are associating this network card to this network security group. So click OK. So now we might have issue, but that's the whole point of doing this app. So this is associated now. Let's go back to again and connect. Hey, see?
Yes.
Now we are able to connect. See? That's it. Did you understand what we did? Right. So now what we do, if we go back to our, so this is our remote desktop, remember? Yeah.
Yes.
So if you remember that when we created app VM Windows 01, we purposely selected no public IP address. But this and the private IP address 10.0.1.4, and we can remote desktop to this machine from our Windows VM machine. Be careful, not from our laptop. From where?
From Windows machine.
Windows machine, the one we just logged in, yeah? This one.
Yes.
So this is the Windows machine, and you have got a Windows machine. What do I do to get remote desktop? What's the tool? What's the shortcut for it? MSTSC.
Yes.
See, as soon as you type, it comes automatically. Remote desktop. What is it?
Okay.
MSTSC. What is it?
MSTSC.
Okay, established. Right. So what's the IP address of the machine?
10.0.1.4.
Well done. Username not specified. So let's connect. Hey, see?
Yes.
So Azure user, the password we gave in when you created the machine. Password and okay.
Yes.
So you can see that it's asking for yes, yes. Do not ask me again. And yes. See? So we are remote in a remote desktop machine. Or look on top of it. What's that?
The IP address
Of what?
of AppVM,
This one, 551
of web
where we and this is
for AppVM,
established.
private IP.
So you can see this if I minimize that and minimize that. So we have access our web VM while creating that tool and associating web VM network card to app subnet NSG group we created. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's tell you something. Because the reason we got connected to this machine, because like I said, this is a part of same virtual network. Say, for example, if I just close that and just log out, and if you go back to our um, NSG app subnet here, and we create a rule and say add a rule, any custom, say any rule, and we say deny, and we just give this any coming in, just deny that rule. Say we give this like 200. Deny any custom inbound rule. Click OK, add, and it's creating a rule. Now, so we go this deny rule. So if we go to our, and let's try again. And what is the shortcut for remote desktop?
MSDSC.
Well then, MSTSC, and let's try again. Let's associate this app submit to our app VM. Yeah, or we can do from here. If we go to network interface, allow associate our app VM. So basically, we are saying nobody can get into app VM from anywhere. Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
So we're saying that the deny rule we created, that means in inbound rule is deny and nobody can get into FVM, which is 10.0.1.4. So if
Yes.
we associate that now, so so see now we troubleshooted this problem. So now if you go back again to and try MSTSC, sometimes takes time. So connect, see, it is struggling now. Do you see that?
Yes.
It is not connecting. Do you understand why?
Because of the rule now, deny.
Yeah. See, it's not connecting. So what do we do now? So please give me an idea.
If we want to connect, we can disassociate that.
No, 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 no. So we create a rule, add inbound rule from
My
IP address. So source is 10.0.0.5,
code
that is 4, and IP address destination is 10.0.1.4.
1
Yeah, and
Yes.
RDP, yes.
Yep.
And we just make this rule allow, just make it, if we make it, tell me if we put priority to 10, what will happen? Will it connect or not?
No, because
Because lower priority takes
200 is
precedence here.
yes.
So we just make this like say 150
Yep.
and allow CIDR, fine, add, creating this rule now. Okay, so we can access from our machine and we can access from web VM2 10.0.4. Now if you go back
App.
again, if you go back to your remote desktop again and try this time, see, straight
Yep.
away.
Yep.
Uh, so we kind of reverse engineered the issue and understood why it was connecting before and what. So we denied that before. So see, you can connect it. So just to reiterate again, um, can you please tell me from the beginning, Rabia, what you have done? I'll help
So
you. So we created, so we are talking about NSG Windows servers on Windows machine. So we
yes.
created two machines, WebVM01 and AppVM01.
App.
And on the first machine, we associated a public IP address and but no NSG rules. On the second
Yes.
machine, we had also no public IP address and no
NSGs.
NSG rules. Yeah.
Yep.
So then we created another NSG group. We called it
Yes.
App Subnet. And in that, we created, we associated that subnet to our web VM, and we then associated that to our app VM, which what associated to what? Network cards.
Network cards.
And when we tried to log into machine or web VM straight away, our connection was denied. The reason was that port 80 was not allowed from our IP address. So then we created that rule in our NSG group that allow from my IP address all over the port 80 to that web VM
Yes.
10.0.1.10.0.0.4. Then again, because we do not have a public IP address on AppVM. So what we did, we tried to RDP it from
Web VM,
WebVM. Well done, from WebVM to AppVM,
app VM.
and for a short second, because we created this new video and we deleted all the existing rules. So the machine connected straight away. The reason it was connected because AppVM and WebVM are part of same virtual network. So to do reverse engineering, what we did, we created a deny rule, inbound deny rule on FPM. Say anybody from any source from any port comes in, deny that. So we applied that rule straight away. We were not able to access our FPM from Windows Web VM. So we then what we did, we created another rule in our network security group and say allow from source 10.0.0.4 to IP address 10.0.1.4,
Got
and as soon as we create it, we are able to connect it. I hope this video is informative. For any confusion or understanding, please leave a comment, subscribe, and like. Thank you, Abhay, for your support. See you in the next
Thank you,
video.
Josh.
Bye bye.